So as of yesterday o'clock, Roman Reigns has officially been the WWE Universal Champion for over 365 days. And today, we're going to do a tier list ranking his most important and best matches since he became champion. These are the list of matches we will be talking about and ranking today. Let's get into it. So I have my tier list right here. I have 5 categories. They're not A, B, C, D, F. I didn't rank it that way. I want it to be different. So I ranked them this way. At the top, we have Tribal Champion. Obviously, this is your S tier. This is the God tier. This is the GOAT tier. Right beyond that, we have My Yard now. Because before he was the Tribal Champion, this was his yard when he beat The Undertaker. That was when he was at his secondary peak, I should say. So that's worthy of being the DA category. And where B would be, we have Big Dog Energy. So not quite great, but it's good enough to suffice being in the top echelon of the list. Then we have the missionary position. You know, it's fine. Tiring over time. It's fine, though. Like, it's not bad, necessarily. But then you get down to Sufferin Succatash. And that shit is trash. But we ain't about to waste no time. We getting straight into this tier list right now. So the first match on here that I'm seeing is Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens from SmackDown. That was for the Universal Championship. I want to say that was last year. I watched this match about a few days ago leading into this tier list. I remember it being good. It wasn't like incredible or anything. I believe that was their steel cage match. Wasn't the best steel cage match I've seen, but it was tolerable. I liked it. I want to put in Big Dog Energy. It was Big Dog Energy match. We have Rey Mysterio versus Roman Reigns in a Hell in a Cell match. This was probably like the lackluster of the bunch. It was a very okay Hell in a Cell match, like probably far below the list as a match, and as a whole it was also still okay. I'm not going to put in Sufferin Succatash because it wasn't a bad match, but I would definitely say it's missionary position. We have the Bloodline, Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, and Edge. So this was on the first SmackDown with fans in attendance. The entrances were great. The match itself was really good, very enjoyable, like the ending. Not really too much to say about it. I think it's a Big Dog Energy match. My Yard now, Big Dog Energy. I mean, it wasn't a phenomenal match. I'll say Big Dog Energy. Even though it had a nice cadence to it, it wasn't a great match, so it's got going Big Dog Energy. Roman Reigns versus John Cena at SummerSlam of this year. I feel like I preferred their No Mercy 2017 match just slightly more. I did like this one. This match has been really following that Roman Reigns All Japan-esque main event formula. Like, Roman Reigns has matches unlike any other wrestler on the WWE roster, and that's why I feel like I had to make this list. And this John Cena match is a perfect encapsulation of his formula. Very slow build, trash talking, all the good shit. And John Cena is like the perfect imbalance of all of that. And I feel like John Cena in this match definitely kicked out of a lot of his oldies, and I felt like this is definitely one of the better John Cena matches of the latter half of his career. Not the best, but definitely one of the better performances I've seen of him. I'm gonna put this in My Yard now. This is definitely a really great match. I wouldn't say really great, but it's a great match. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble 2021. So this match is actually very chaotic. I did like the match, except for the ending. I thought the ending was kind of bullshit, and I really hated the one spot where Kevin Owens got like I think Roman Reigns got knocked down or chained down. I think he got chained down to like a guardrail or something, and he couldn't make it up to his feet before the count of 10. And rather than the referee counting him out and Kevin Owens winning the match as a shoot, the referee just held up the count for like a solid minute, and it was just so dumb. It made the whole match look stupid as hell. For that reason alone, it's got to go in. It's got to go in missionary. I wanted to give it Big Dog Energy, but I don't know. I feel like that spot kind of ruined the match a lot for me. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, Survivor Series 2020. I think this was the debut of Roman Reigns wearing the Thanos glove, and I don't know if he debuted his new theme song at this show. No, he didn't debut his new theme song at this show, but he definitely started wearing the Thanos glove at this show. And Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, they've had a fair share of matches in the past. I mean, they had a match at WrestleMania 35, which was not too much to brag about. This one I enjoyed a hell of a lot the first time and the second time. I think it's a My Yard Now type match. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship on SmackDown. Yeah, the match was it was dull. dull match. I don't think it's Sufferin Succatash, but definitely missionary position. You know, I'm gonna change Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, because if I gotta put this match in missionary, then this match needs to be big dog energy. So changing that out, putting Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman in missionary position. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan for the Universal Championship on an episode of SmackDown. This was Daniel Bryan's final match in WWE, and it was an absolutely great one. I enjoyed this match a lot. Would I say it was a tribal champion match? Not necessarily, but there was a lot to enjoy about it. I think it's definitely a my yard now match. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the Universal Championship at Clash of Champions 2020. Now, this match right here, this is a tribal champion match. This match was like no WWE match I have seen before. It was slow, but it was very agonizing because Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, they're cousins. It's a unique feud. I don't want to go through too much of how the feud went, but if you watch the build-up, you understand what I mean by this is a very unique feud and how it was built up. And when you got there, no, I don't think anyone expected the match to go how it went. Roman Reigns is beating down Jey Uso for a majority of this match, and during these beatdowns, he's trash-talking him. The commentators just shut the hell up and let Roman Reigns speak, and it is just demoralizing, and you really viscerally just hate Roman Reigns watching this and want to see Jey Uso come back. And when Jey Uso finally gets his hope spots, bro, it's like the best thing ever. And then Roman Reigns finally starts having his, fucking heelish things in here. It was great. I love this match a lot. It's one of my favorite matches of 2020. Highly recommend it. Tribal champion match. Roman Reigns versus The Fiend versus Braun Strowman. Triple threat, no holds barred at Payback 2020. Even though this is Roman Reigns' first match as a heel, this match is really... This is definitely Sufferin Succatash. There was not much good to be had in this triple threat match. I mean, The Fiend... He works well against some certain people. I feel like in all instances, he's not very good. Braun Strowman, also the same way. He works well with Roman, but like collectively, all three of them, like it just didn't really work out that well. Roman Reigns won the match and became the new Universal Champion. So this really set the way for what was to come. But even then, it still was a trash match. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan for the Universal Championship at Fastlane 2021. This one, once again, great match. Don't really think I can say it was a Tribal Champions worthy match, but definitely a great one. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns have excellent chemistry with each other, and it's sad we won't ever get to see them have matches with each other, at least for the next several years. But I still love their matches a lot. Roman Reigns versus Edge for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank 2021. As much as I like this match, I felt like there were definitely times where it really felt slow. I mean, like when Roman Reigns and Edge were really opening up those 10 minutes, they're really getting into it. And then they started having their, 1-2s, whatever. And then it would slow back down and you would really feel it. And then the interferences that happen, like I really want to put in my yard now, but really thinking about it, this is big dog energy. It was good. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell 2020. While I do believe that their first match was better, this is another tribal champion match. Jey Uso, Roman Reigns in this match were just phenomenal, like they were in the last match with the storytelling, the incorporation of Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns crying, even though it was a bit over the top for me at points. Oh man, you really can't beat these matches these guys have. I've begged WWE to give me one more match, and maybe I'll think about tuning back in for another show in the future. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, tables, ladders, and chairs match for the Universal Championship. As far as TLC matches goes, this was definitely, I would say, middle of the road, but closer to like the higher end of the middle. Like not tippy top middle, not triple triangle ladder match, great, phenomenal, but it's like if triple threat ladder match is here, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns is like 6 spaces behind it. Like it's still really good. I don't know if I want to say my yard or big dog energy. I did like this match a lot, though, so I'm going to put it in my yard now. This is definitely a my yard now type match. Roman Reigns versus Cesaro for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania Backlash. I mess with Cesaro heavy. Cesaro is my guy. He will always be my guy. And I was really excited when he and Roman Reigns got the clash for the Universal Championship months ago. Even though I knew he was never going to win it, it was still very exciting, and I thought they had a really good match because it's Cesaro. He's incapable of having bad matches. He just is. When I say it was a great match, I don't know if I would go that far, so I think this is definitely a big dog energy type match. And finally, we have Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan versus Edge for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 37 Night 2. A tremendous triple threat match with a lot of great storytelling. This, ladies and gentlemen, is another tribal champion match. And looking at the tribal chief's reign as champion, I mean, he's had a lot more good to great matches than he did bad ones. I mean, look at that. 1 terrible match, 2 okay matches, 4 good matches, 5 good matches, 5 great matches, and 3 phenomenal matches. I mean, it's a great reign if you ask me. I will rate his reign as champion a solid, like, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from what I've seen. I don't watch SmackDown. I stopped watching SmackDown a long time ago. From the clips I've seen, from the championship matches I've seen him in, which I've seen all of them, he's delivered. He's definitely been one of the best Universal Champions WWE has ever had. And I don't know who's going to dethrone him, but whoever does, they better hold on to that mantle very strong. But that was my official Roman Reigns tier list for his reign as Universal Champion. What do you guys think about my list? How would your list look? Comment down below. Let your boy know. Let's get a discussion started in the comment section. Make sure you like the video. Smash the subscribe button if you have not already. Check out my socials. And I will catch you all later. Peace.